Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, BringItDon. So you may notice we're not in the same condition we were at the end of last episode. That's because a kind commenter let me know that I missed a treasure in Jamandi Outdoors' mansion. So it turns out the statue puzzle I did last episode, I played through that area like 5 or 6 times now, and I've never thought to put all these statue swords in the down position, even though there's a painting in the other room that's identical to the one you go through for the, there's 2 secret rooms for the statue puzzle. One that I showed last episode, you put all the swords up, and there's another one if you put all the swords down. If you put all the swords down, you actually get a better treasure, a Wand of Magic Missile, which is very good in the early game. And you get a Masterwork Nunchaku. So, yeah. And so this random encounter, the first time I played through, and for a while they patched it eventually, instead of being the Thyselines, these used to be wolves, and wolves have a trip ability. It's very nasty in the beginning, and
let us strike as one.
Serves you right.
Turns out a lot of people were wiping on this encounter, so they changed it to Thyselines instead of wolves. Alright, let's get him healed up, and then have him charge in.
You deserved it.
Adventures can wait.
Well, that's not ideal. We'll just drop that, and not in the Masterwork stuff, it's worth a lot of money. Let's see. Probably get rid of these are pretty useless. There we go. Alright, next stop, Oleg's trading post. So one of the major changes for this this Let's Play, I'm not going to be showcasing as much of the kingdom management. She's not good at anything. Great. Much better for cooking, and I guess I'll have him on watch. And +2 to watch, so sure. No camouflage, so we may be attacked. That's fine.
Hey, book kid. Want to hear a story about hunting a saber-toothed owlbear? That was a good hunt.
A saber-toothed owlbear? But Amiri, owlbears don't have teeth. They have beaks.
We'll tell that to the saber-toothed owlbear. Yeah, I'll be showing as much of the kingdom management since I've already done it all before, and I just don't think it'll make it very exciting. I'm mostly just going to focus on the actual questing. And probably some of the events, like in the throne room itself. But like when I'm actually managing the towns and all that jazz, and dealing with the advisors and all that, I might keep that out of the Let's Play. Unless y'all really want to see it, in which case I'll be more than happy to include it.
In due time.
Save yourselves, fools. Hey, be nice. I'm not a fool. You're a fool. Bandit, in the name of the Stag Lord, the, lawful authority in the stolen lands, we demand this week's tax, and some beer. Where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money, and we'll be on our way. You want to drink some of my blood too? I'm sick of you. You're like locusts. You think you control everything around here just because you put up that painted rag of yours? You come here, squeeze us dry, and come act... Oleg, a large man with a rough face, stops talking when he notices you. Ah, he must be guest from Restov. But what's going on here? Isn't it obvious? These thugs are robbing us honest settlers. They say they're taking some tax for their leader, the Stag Lord. Oleg spits. But I didn't swear allegiance to any Stag Lords. I'll pay my taxes to Restov. Restov is so far away, Oleg, and the Stag Lord is so close. And as for you, the young dark-haired woman squints angrily at you. Get out of here before it's too late. This is our land. We own it. Our duty is to protect the trading post. Don't waste your breath on scum like this. I mean, you're right. My task is to clear this land of bandits, and I'll start right now. Retreat. We're too few for a fight. Let's call for help from the camp. No way. Just means we can rob a few idiots instead of just one. To arms, everyone. Yeah, that was your greatest mistake.
Their life ends here.
Alright, let's get up. I keep trying to click and drag like I'm playing Ember. I'm not playing Ember. Let's get back.
This will hurt.
Let's go do this. Let's have her rage up. It's not a hard fight, but rather play it safe. There we go, and our first level up.
I'm
And
listening.
Lindsay was called for.
I'm listening.
I'm just gonna adjust some of my skills real quick because I haven't done that since I went and played through the introduction again. I'll keep that on here.
What troubles you?
She's never gonna fight defensively. I'm just gonna get rid of that. I'll keep Daze. We'll grab Flare as well.
Well,
Again, she'll never fight defensively either. No reason for her to. I'll keep Treat Affliction on here and Coup de Grace. And Charge. Alright, so
take care of it.
I'm a little split on what my first level should be. Ideally, you just take another level into Fighter here. That'll actually make you stronger, but I was thinking about taking Monk and get my Scaled Fist right now. Because I might not remain lawful throughout the entire playthrough. Because this playthrough, I'm just going to kind of select what I think I would do in that situation instead of trying sticking to an alignment. But if I take Monk this level, I'm going to be a little weak early on. I don't know how I feel about that. So I mull that over. Let's level up everybody else. So ideally, I wanted to make Valerie into a paladin, but she has the atheist trait, so she cannot select any of the faith-based classes, or barbarian, because she's not chaotic or neutral. So I'm probably just gonna keep her with fighter. I'm thinking I'm gonna make her a stalwart defender. I'm gonna do a lot of multi-classing this time through, to kind of try out new stuff. Valerie might not be a permanent addition to our party this playthrough. She was last time, but I think I'll be able to handle the tanking, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. I also thought about giving her a level into Monk, so when she's fighting defensive. Where's it at? This is Wisdom. It's only if he's unarmored and unencumbered. And she's never going to be unarmored, so she doesn't get that bonus. But she will be able to get Crane style if I take the Monk feat. I'm going to put Fighter, give her a level into Fighter. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. And, Alright, weapon focus, and I'm going to give her the Bastard Sword weapon focus, because that's what she's going to be using. Alright, and then Lindsay here will get Bard. I could just go straight into Wizard with her. No, we'll do Bard. She makes for a good Bard. Alright, 5 points. Trickery, super important. Persuasion, use Magic Device. I'll give her some Perception as well. That's invaluable. Skill focus. I'm going to give her trickery skill focus. Now here they've added a lot of spells since last time I played this. They've added Grease, which is a really good spell, and it wasn't in the game when first time I let's play this, and so we're going to grab it. In case you don't know what Grease does, Grease spell covers a solid surface with a layer of slippery grease. Any creature in the area where the spell is cast, and every round after, Must make a successful reflex save or fall prone. Very good spell. Then Amiri... let me go back and look at her stats real quick. Wow, she's fatigued. Interesting. Only for 11 seconds. Yeah, so strength and constitution. She makes for a good barbarian. There's not a lot else to say there. Alright, but for her, I'm going to go straight damage, so lethal stance. Lorraine can focus her strike. She gains a +1 confidence bonus on melee attack rolls and thrown weapon attack rolls. And this bonus increases by 1 for every 4 levels the barbarian has. This is a stance rage power. A barbarian can't have more than 1 stance rage power active at a time. Or maybe I want reckless for the damage. Yeah, +1 bonus on attack rolls, -1 penalty to armor class. Wait, why? Confidence bonus on melee attack rolls. +1 bonus on attack rolls, but takes a -1 penalty to armor class. Why would you take... I mean, I guess because it's a competence bonus instead of just a +1 bonus. Yeah, we'll go with lethal stance. Okay. So I'm just double checking some stuff. Don't mind me, everybody. All right, so again, still split. I don't think it'll really matter. I think I'll just take fighter here. So I get a bonus combat feat and I get bravery. At second level, a fighter gains a +1 bonus on will saves against fear. This bonus increases by +1 for every 4 levels beyond the second. And then here, mobility, persuasion, and perception. The next level, our mobility and our perception will be maxed out, and then we'll put 3 points into world knowledge. Alright, so here, there's a few things you can take. Is there anything else? Let me go back. Is there anything else I need for this? Dazzling Display. So that's what we'll grab next, just so we have it. And it's not bad early on. There we go. Dazzling Display, in case you don't know what it does. Your skill with your favorite weapon can frighten enemies. The benefit, while wielding the weapon in which you have weapon focus, you can perform a bewildering show of prowess as a full round action. Make a persuasion intimidate check to demoralize all foes within 30 feet who can see your display. Boom. So it's pretty good early on. We'll put it up here. Alright, let's go talk to Oleg, now that I've wasted enough time. Well, let's loot their bodies first. Because Oleg is a merchant. Take that, you scoundrels. Oleg shakes his fist. But now, he scratches his head and stares at the ground gloomily. The girl got away. A plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes, but this time they'll come to punish treason. Now what are we to do? He sighs heavily. If only I could send Svetlana... oh man, I can't say her name. Svetlana somewhere safe and show those rats what's what. He notices a fair-haired woman approach. Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. It's all over. I saw it. I just needed to be sure you were all right. The woman looks at her husband tenderly, if with a hint of sorrow. Oleg mumbles something as he looks away, embarrassed. My name is Svetlana. I'm sorry your arrival to our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. Well, tell me about yourselves. Oleg shifts uncomfortably. Surely there are more important things to discuss. Well, alright. We're just honest people who came here from Restov. We fix up the old fort to house travelers and give merchants a place to trade with the locals. We also deal with the occasional huntsman in the area. What does any of this matter? When those bandits come back, they'll either drain us dry or just kill us. I saw someone run out of the trading post. Do you know who it was? That must have been Bakken. He sells potions. He lives out in the forest like a hermit, but he comes here every day. He knows every tree and bush in the area and how they can help you. The Stag Lord's gang wants him to work for them. He lacks the courage to fight those bandits, but he won't just walk away from us. He has a good heart, even if he grumbles a lot. especially recently. Oleg, I like to see your goods. I don't know what good trading will serve if those bloodsuckers come back and take everything, but alright, have a look. Oh, that's right, I can do this. Boom. Alright, now that I'm more familiar with the game, I'm probably not going to make as many purchases here. Though, if he has a masterwork dueling sword, I'll probably grab it, because what do I have? Yeah. Wait, it says I acquired this item. Hold on, let's go upstairs. Can we go inside yet? No, we cannot. Never mind. This box contains various household and hunting tools. You notice some good steel traps in the box. Use traps to help catch the bandits. Alright, let's talk to Oleg again. Alright, Oleg and Svetlana are discussing something in low but impassioned whispers. You manage to make out the words, "forget about it," before they stop talking and turn to you. Alright, let's get to the point. You say the bandits are going to attack again. Who are they, and when will they arrive? Oleg waves his hand sullenly. Who are they? They're the Stag Lord's gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs in a beggar's hut, and you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. The Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. Let's see. Tell me as much as you know. How many bandits are there? What do they want? What do they want? Those bloodsuckers think they own this land. They come, take what they want, and steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for their leader. They even broke our gate, so we couldn't try to hide anything from them. No one knows exactly how many there are. Sometimes only 5 or 6 come. Sometimes it's a whole gang. And I've shown them what for long ago, if not for Svetlana. But they claim they were collecting taxes. Why? For the Stag Lord and his cronies, of course. That Stag Lord fancies himself a king in these parts. He may have antlers for a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders as long as they're paid. So they charge an arm and a leg as taxes, and they call their executions punishment for treason, even those who never swore allegiance to the Stag Lord. They're killed fast if they're lucky. If not, Oleg looks at Svetlana. Dove, why don't you go start supper while we finish our talk? I have no need to be protected from dark talk. I'm not some blind kitten, you know. I've seen what they do to people. Svetlana lowers her head. Most of the gang is made up of simple bandits, but there are a few monsters among their leadership, especially those close to the Stag Lord. Aux and Dovin from Nisroch come to mind. They like to make a show of their tortures and executions. My husband and I, we saw the bodies. Alright, well, you have nothing to fear. I will help you with the attack. Well, I appreciate your good intentions. I may not have the best manners, but Oleg Levitin is the last name you'll hear accused of being ungrateful. If we manage to defend this post, I reward you proper. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that can be used for the battle. There are some pretty solid traps around, some tar, and a box of alchemist fire, looks like. Alchemist fire? We could put it by the gate and light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. But that could set the post on fire, Oleg shouts, surprised. Maybe if we covered the walls with something to protect them. Alright, yes. I think it could work. I even shoot the arrow myself. I used to be pretty good at the bow back in my day. Well, you're using a crossbow, so... Alright, could you answer some questions for me? Enough for the bandits for now. Alright, let's go get some stuff. Let's talk to Svetlana. How about Bakken here? A frail, disheveled old man wearing a stained and tattered robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Bakken, local herbalist. What brings you here? Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm an herbalist. Make potions and sell them. Gather herbs, roots, berries. Bakken sighs. I live in the forest, live off the land. Since leaving Rostov for these parts, I ended up a merchant here at Oleg and Svetlana's post. Let me in out of kindness. Help me with things. They bring me water or firewood when it's cold, and the occasional barrel of honey. They're good people. We could use your help fighting the bandits. Where's this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion. Consider that my help in your fight. The bandits here bother you as much as Svetlana and Oleg, maybe more. Help us get rid of them for good. Bakken scratches his head, then hums to himself and puffs his chest out. Well, alright. I'll show those troublemakers. They'll learn better than to chase an old man around. Someone might even write up some verses about me. Maybe even heroic ones. Lindsay gives you a worried glance, then turns to Bakken. Please be careful. Go ahead and help, but leave the heroics to us, you hear? Okay, cool. Alright, so we have some traps down. I wish it wouldn't have started raining and make this a little faster. The old well has been renovated and cleaned. It even has a new roof.
I do what I must.
There's some stuff to sell. It feels good to be back in this game. This is probably one of the best games to have come out in a while. I say that even with Baldur's Gate 3 on the horizon. There's some disgusting slush in the pot. It seems to be tar. Spill tar near the trading post entrance to help slow down the bandits. So yeah, in case y'all didn't hear, Larian Studios, the creators of Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2, have they got the rights to Baldur's Gate 3, so yay! I'm really excited. The walls of the old fort have been renovated recently, but they're not finished yet. Potatoes.
I'm there.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. You know you left all your laundry out to dry in the rain. Gosh, these people. I think that's everything that I can do. I don't remember there being anything down there, so I'm not going to bother.
Always ready.
Alright, Oleg. Wait for the attack. I'm prepared for the attack. Get in your positions and wait. There we go. Fear not. I'll stand between you and this scum. You're under my protection. Mary flexes her shoulders. Finally a fight. Was bored with all that talking. Well, these aren't the heroics I was hoping to write about, but I guess even the greatest heroes had to start somewhere. I see you're not easily cowed. I beg you, be careful, and please don't let Oleg do anything too risky. Svetlana, go hide inside. We're going to go meet our guests. Suckers.
Test of my abilities.
Alright, let's get her up front. Everyone hold. Valerie up front.
Behind me.
We're gonna do this. We have grease as well, which is pretty good. And then we'll... She got greased as well.
You should have run.
Let's find coup de grace this guy, because we haven't seen it yet.
Works differently. This spell works differently.
Nope, okay.
Any last wishes?
Alright, maybe we have to dispel the grease. It's not, So not... I thought you could dispel the grease now. I don't remember how to do it. I guess it's not super important.
This is where I step in.
Tear them apart.
Could this happen?
They go down.
Serves you right.
There you go. Now Mary can't get to them because of the grease. I thought there was a way to dispel it now. I don't remember how. I thought it was under your abilities. But I guess not.
You deserved it.
There we go. The Mary can just pick them off as they come in. There we go. Alright, we'll just wait. There we go.
Any last wishes?
We'll circle around. Never mind, Oleg's got it. Ooh, a cloak. A resistance +1. They changed the appearance for it. That's cool. There we go. She'll have that. Let's go talk to Oleg.
Just letting the ink dry.
My skills are
There we go.
absolute.
Oleg is breathing heavily, but he shakes his fist in the air menacingly. You rats got what you deserved. Now they know better than to treat honest people like cattle. And our Bakken here taught them a thing or two as well. Now, my lord, head on up to the guest rooms on the 2nd floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. And this is for your efforts. Now don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If that were more common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better. I agree. We'll talk tomorrow. I still need to clean this mess. Getting rid of all this blood will take forever. Please don't go through the grease.
As you order.
I swear they added a way to dispel spells like that. I just need to remember how to do it.
Anything is possible.
Alright, we'll take your potatoes. Talk to her real quick. I'm glad it's all over. Even if there was a fight. We'll talk tomorrow once I've finished working.
Applause, please.
Alright, so this is a lot of the, whatever it's called, Kickstarter stuff. I think the Fairy Dragon is Kickstarter, the Knight's Helm is Kickstarter, maybe the Arcane Signet? I don't know what that belt is. Tiger was added, I think, with the Arcane Unleashed DLC. It's for one of the developers' cats. The Raven Enfeeblement's a little weird. Why is that in there? We'll take all of it, obviously. She'll take the Arcane Signet for now. And what is this? Blessed. Sure. Blessed is always useful to have. This helmet grants its wearer a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and +4 resistance bonus on saving throws against fear. Yeah, we need the attack bonus. Explorer's Belt. This belt grants its wearer +2 enhancement bonus to Constitution and +2 resistance bonus on saving throws against diseases, fatigue, and exhaustion. We'll go ahead and give it to her for the Constitution. She will be tanking almost exclusively for right now until a little bit later. Once we start getting more companions. Now, I did test it out. If I were to take the level into Monk at level 2 instead of a 2nd level of Fighter, I could have gotten rid of the Banded Mail and I'd still have 19 armor class, because I would have taken Scaled Fist. Yeah, and with Scaled Fist I would have had +2, because Scaled Fist Monk gives you armor class based off your charisma as long as you're not wearing armor. And since I have a +2 modifier to my charisma, I would have gotten the +2 to my armor class as well. Or this for now, since it is giving us 19. And so for the... Wand of Summon Monster 0 is pretty good early on. I'm going to go and give that to her, as well as the other wands. Does this do anything? Summon a pet cat. Cat's feral instincts provide a +2 morale bonus on perception and lore nature checks. Now, I don't know if that's in general or for whoever has it equipped. So I'm going to give it to Lindsay for now. This is for Knowledge World and Knowledge Arcana and Lore Religion checks. Who has the highest? Probably her. You know what? Actually, I'm going to give the cat to my main character. She can have the dragon for now.
It's time to act!
Adventures call to them.
Alright, let's rest up. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out of the window, and you find that the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream. And then...
Hear me. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
And then this harlot shows up. The half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it's clear that she's exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched, and her large blue eyes burn within her pale face. Her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches toward you. It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph. Who are you? I might try the secret romance. But I was also thinking about romancing Kayesi, since I am an Aasimar, which I might do instead. I'm glad my adventure begins with such a beautiful sight. Who are you? There we go.
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. The defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
Alright, well, I'm glad my adventure begins with such a beautiful sight. Sure.
Beauty is so tender. It can so easily be crushed under the blows of cruel fate. But you can save it from being undone.
Alright, well, what do you want from me?
Aid, salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
Also, can we appreciate how chunky this cat looks? I have a chunky cat, and he's on a diet, but he is chunky. He's the same color too, except for mine has stripes. The tail is almost identical though, the stripes and the white tip. Well, anyway, let's see. The Stag Lord is responsible for the fog?
Yes. It hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
Begone, spirit. I've had enough of you. Reminds me of the scene in Thor Ragnarok. Get out of here, ghost. Alright, how can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
Alright, I understand. Farewell.
I don't believe in fate, stranger, but our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
Oh, really? Does it? The nymph's whispers fades. Oh my gosh, the nymph's whisper, that is hard to say, fades as she disappears. Yeah, begone, ghost. Alright, so we do have a time limit. They do tell you in the beginning, Jamandi tells you that you have... Actually tells you here. You have about 3 months to complete the Stolen Land quest line. You know, I think another reason why I never got that second secret room is because this quest always updates, saying, you know, you can mark it off your list. What's up, Lindsay? Oh, that's right, there's a lot of talking. Ugh, alright. Let's talk to Svetlana first, because she gives us a quest. Good day. Hope you're feeling alright after that battle. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I definitely don't want to waste your time, but if you have a moment, I have a request. Now tell me about yourself. How did you and your husband find the courage to establish a trading post in the Stolen Lands? It was Oleg's idea, though I supported him in it. We didn't realize how dangerous it was here, of course. In Restov, everyone respects the Sword Lords, and everyone's accustomed to relying on them. Even the mention of someone like Lady Jamandi could be enough to fend off a street thug or some other trouble. It could maybe even work in some places here, but not with the Stag Lord's men. What can you tell me about the Stag Lord? He's not just some average bandit. If no one puts a stop to him, he'll turn the Stolen Lands into his personal kingdom. A kingdom of fear and oppression. I like adventures, but I definitely prefer the ones that involve stopping villains and helping people. I can't thank you enough for the hope you've given me, but please, be careful. The Stag Lord is extremely dangerous. Alright, and what did you want to ask me? Svetlana lowers her head. This is a very personal request, and maybe not important enough for your time. I completely understand if you say no. But the first time the Stag Lord's thugs came here demanding money, they also took my wedding ring. Just tore it off my hand. It's just a trinket really, but it meant so much to me. I remember every moment of the day Oleg came to me, that ring in hand, to ask if I'd marry him. I was standing in a fancy dress on the stairs of my father's home, fearing that I'd misheard something, or that I'd say something stupid and everyone around would laugh. Svetlana interrupts herself, shaking her head gently. If you happen to find my ring among the bandits' possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognize. My name is engraved inside the band. Svetlana drops her eyes, lowering her voice. There is one more thing. Among the bandits, there is a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in a fight. In fact, she can be extremely dangerous. And cruel. But please, I beg you, show her mercy, if you have the chance. Now, I can't promise anything, but if I do come across your ring, I'll return it to you. I understand. I appreciate any effort you put into it. I have to go, and farewell. Noriel Eight Eyes. The elf looks straight at you, through the tangled hair falling over her face. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking your fortune in the Stolen Lands? You're not the only one of your kind here. Take my advice. Keep your eyes open and watch your back. Sometimes the ones who call themselves your friends are more dangerous than your enemies. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious that she started the day with a jug of wine. Who are you? The elf grunts. Noriel Eight Eyes. Once upon a time, I was famous throughout Absalom. Noriel Eight Eyes of the Reckless Six. Well, glory passes quickly. A few miserable decades later, and no one recognizes you on the street anymore. What a shame. What are you doing here? I sit here waiting for adventurers who are in need of help. We may be sitting here in a backwoods tavern, but in Absalom, I have a lot of friends who are eager to make a few coins. They have brave hearts, but shallow pockets. A little gold would be a welcome change for them. I can send them a message, and they will come from Absalom through a portal. If you're interested, just give me a sign, and we'll arrange everything right away. Well, I need loyal and experienced fighters. I have friends like that. Just decide who exactly you need, and they will come on my signal. This will cost you 2,000 gold pieces. Well, I don't have enough money right now. Well, I'm not going anywhere. Why are you called Eight Eyes? Once, long ago, I could spot an enemy and pin him to the wall before he could even think of attacking. Some said I had 8 eyes and looked all around at once. Though it seems I've outlived my nickname. Noriel stretches her arm forward, her palms tremble noticeably. I've been drinking so much lately, it's best I don't test my skills too often. Where were you when the trading post was attacked? I was hunting. Got a little lost in the mist, which is the first time that's happened to me. I guess I should go easier on the drink. But don't you imagine I'd be scared of a good fight. If only I'd known I was missing all the action. But I see you've got everything under control. Would you like to join me? No. I've got enough things to do already. You better manage on your own. A famous Pathfinder, here in the middle of nowhere. Why? You want to know how one could change the life of a Pathfinder for this sorry drunken rat hole? The light in Noriel's eyes goes out as if someone had blown out a candle. You lose all your friends because of one scumbag, and then you understand. I was the only one to return from the final campaign of the Reckless Six, and whatever is left of me can't be called a seeker anymore. Noriel remains silent for a long time, as if wondering if she wishes to poke the old wound. Here's the story. Our leader Vermelt was the best of us. Wise, brave, friends with everyone. One of those friends, Adivion Adressant, sent him a disturbing letter. He stumbled upon mention of some ancient books in the art of necromancy. Secrets like those are left best hidden forever. Trust me, I've seen what that kind of magic can do. The elf bites her lip. To make a long story short, these volumes were supposedly hidden in the catacombs of Gallowspire. We decided that the books should be retrieved and kept safe by the Society. We gathered in a tavern, discussed the expedition, then proceeded to Usterlov. It was a normal mission, a quick and quiet recovery. And Noriel smiles bitterly. But everything turned out to be much more complicated. We barely made it through the Witchgate Forest. Jeez. All those terrible living trees, undead druids and their arches of bones. It was a miracle we managed to make it out alive. We'd chosen Wrenchurch to stop at. It was marked on Vermelt's map as a safe enough haven to hole up in and lick our wounds. How I wish that had been true. Vermelt was the first to perish. He was attacked by one of the monsters hiding in the stables. It tossed him about like a feather and threw him down an ancient well. His shout echoed for a time, and I didn't hear the sound of him landing. And then, Noriel pauses and turns away, hiding her eyes. All 8 of them. Enough. I shouldn't have gotten into this. Now who am I to stir up others' feelings with all my chatter? We better forget about it for now. Maybe I'll tell you more some other time, but not today. Regarding your story, Noriel looks at you silently. Remind me of how the last campaign of the Reckless Six began. Alright, we've already read all that, it's just a reminder. What happened in Wrenchurch? The elf shakes her head. Have no wish to fill your sleep with nightmares. When you prove that you can stand firm in battle, that you can achieve victory without losing yourself along the way, then I will tell you of the horrors that waited us in Wrenchurch. Which I think is after we defeat the Stag Lord. Alright, I want to know more about the Pathfinder Society. What exactly are you interested in? What is the purpose of the Society? It's a school of adventurers. We search for those who are eager to test their skills, and we educate them and give them ideas about where on Golarion they might seek their fortune. They look for forgotten knowledge, secrets, and lost artifacts. They're explorers and pathfinders. We're sort of mutual assistance club for adventure lovers. We exchange experience, share knowledge, and keep careful records, in case it proves useful to future expeditions. And also, we publish books for thrill seekers, and board urban teenagers from wealthy families. What kind of members does the Society have? All sorts of adventurers. We have representatives from all races, religions, and beliefs. The Grand Lodge is in Absalom, but there are many smaller lodges throughout Golarion, and the venture captains direct pathfinders to their goals from across all corners of the world. There are many renowned heroes in the Society, and many scoundrels as well, whose service to the Society has brought them fame. Who does the Society support? You mean who does it serve? No one in particular. Pathfinders try not to get involved in the quarrels of others. They serve only the spirit of adventure, and sometimes they happen to save the world. However, that doesn't mean there are no black sheep among the Seekers. Okay. Alright, we're going to call the episode here. The next one will probably talk to the other companions and then head out on our adventure. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next episode.